and welcome to Seal Theatre, home of the Seal Guardians. My name is Olivia, and right next to me is my good friend Tiana. And I would actually both announce us normally as marine mammal specialists, but Tiana,
yes,
sorry to put you on the spot, but you've forgotten something.
Yeah, Max.
Yeah.
Should we maybe go and have a look through?
Well, we are lucky. School holidays, there's a lot of kids. So
okay.
If you see Max, our Australian sea lion, can you do us a favour and yell really loud? Because we want Tiana to keep her job.
Yeah, please. Help me out. Okay, I'll walk this way. Max! Is he over here?
I don't see him.
I've got nothing.
Wait, they weren't yelling. Can you point where he went? Over here. Thank you.
In the water?
He's not on my side.
Oh.
Where? The door's open. Max! Get him. He's up there.
Well, this way? He went over here. Hang on, I'll check. Max! Olivia, he's not here. Oh, man.
Okay, just stay right there. We'll be right back. Gianna, quickly.
Okay, I'm coming. Please find him. Max! Max!
What are we gonna do?
Yeah, maybe.
So sorry, may have to cancel the presentation.
They're playing over there, Olivia.
One last time, because I don't know if I trust their advice.
Whoa! Whoa!
Would you look at that?
Is that him?
I think I'll stop.
Stop!
Whoa. Thank you, Max, for joining us. You had us running around everywhere. I'm so certain you have something to say. I did come prepared with a microphone. Is there a comment about that? I had to be sure, but he was laughing at us.
I think he's laughing at us.
Well, I thought that was pretty funny. Do we agree? Now, Max, they were in on it the whole time, I'm sure of it. So I would consider them your new friends. So do you want to wave goodbye to your new friends? They may wave goodbye back. And how about you make it up to us and let the other seals know the presentation has started and he's keen to make it up.
He is.
How about we put our hands together one more time for Max, our beautiful Australian sea lion. You may not be aware of it, but you're going to be now, because I'm just telling you, you've met one of our favourite boys and also one of the most endangered species of sea lion in the whole world. I find it so hard to believe that such a beautiful animal was hunted to the brink of extinction for their fur coat, but nowadays their threats are more modern. Things like modern day fishing practices and rubbish simply being left around. So something we can do that has a direct impact on beautiful animals just like Max is make sure that we make sustainable purchases if we do buy fish, and if we have rubbish, simply put it in the correct bin. Maybe you don't throw rubbish directly into the water, but a gust of wind, you know, with the weather these days, it does blow into our waterways. And beautiful animals like seals, dolphins, turtles, a range of animals that we do rescue through our SeaWorld Research and Rescue Foundation do become entangled in that rubbish. So make sure it does head on to the correct bin. Now, Australian sea lions are amazing. Max is one of my favourites, but who are we meeting next?
You guys are in for a treat, because up next you're actually meeting one of my favourites, Rambo. He is an amazing long-nosed fur seal, and he was displaying something that we call bows, which is a great way. What's he doing? Olivia? He has found exactly what you were just talking about. He's found some rubbish in his waterways that does not belong there. Now these guys are quite playful, and they will pick up and play with anything that they can find. Thank you, Rambo. Let's see if Olivia knows what bin to chuck that one in.
No pressure, but plastic, luckily it can be recycled. Yay!
Now Rambo here, he does look quite different to Max, but he sounds quite different too, and I think he would love to say good morning to you all. Take it away, Rambo. Yeah, I thought so as well. He did say thank you so much for coming to see him today. Now Rambo is a long-nosed fur seal, like I said, so he does have 2 layers of fur that he does spend a good majority of his day grooming. So he can use this front flipper to rub an oil-like substance through his fur. But what he can't reach with that flipper, he actually has a set of toenails that work as a bit of an inbuilt comb. Looking handsome there, Rambo. But I tell you what, I do by far think one of the coolest adaptations of these long-nosed fur seals is actually their ability to have eyes in the back of their heads. Look at that, no matter where I walk, Rambo keeps a really, really keen eye on me. I'm sure this is something every parent wishes they could do. Now I reckon he can even catch a fish upside down. Let's see, Rambo, can you do it? Oh, excellent. Now while he is here, you may have noticed he does have these ever so cute external ears on either side of his head. That puts him into a family of seals called eared seals, and that means that they get most of their strength from this top half of their body, and all four of their flippers make contact with the ground as they move around, just like that. Hey Liv, talking about moving around, should we get Rambo moving with a bit of a recall session?
Well, recalls are pretty amazing because you could do this with your dog at home. So Tiana will point in any direction, and you're going to notice he's not going to follow the direction of her hand, but instead, this metal on metal sound. Good job, Rambo. Now it is important that we can ask our animals if they'd like to move in between us, but it's also one way we can have fun with our animals. Often we do play hide and seek with all four of us trainers. We're actually doing this morning. So Rambo, do you want to demonstrate that? Are you ready to find your second favourite person?
Ah, that's why he stayed with you. Maybe reword that and he'll come this way.
That's where she was.
Use those listening ears, he can do it. I am in plain sight, but if he does get this right, do give him a big round of applause. Oh, there you are. Good job, Rambo. Now, having that upper body strength also makes them incredible climbers. So these guys can climb up rocky cliff faces around 10 feet tall, where they'll haul out and catch a bit of sun. And of course, it's a great way for them to stay safe from some of those predators like sharks. But while you're up there, Rambo, do you want to give your new friends a big wave goodbye? And let's see, can I get a fish all the way up to you there, Rambo? Oh, I can. And what goes up must come down. Thanks, guys.
Oh, it is really amazing that you're all joining us here today. And the things that you learn here, you can apply with your own pets at home. So the training principles do apply the same across all animals. They all learn the same, and maybe we might adapt the way we teach our animals in a few different ways. So here at Seal Theatre, we're very lucky. We have 14 individual seals that call Seal Theatre a home, varying across 3 different species. But we are so lucky here at Seal Theatre because we actually don't just work with seals. We actually work with another amazing species, one of my personal favourite. They are Australia's heaviest flying bird, and I'm talking about Australian Pelican. How about we give it up for Colonel, Gidget, and Leah. Now, our Australian Pelicans were hatched right here at SeaWorld around 24 years ago. Now at the front we do have a Gidget. You shouldn't have favourites, but I absolutely love this lovely lady. Now behind Gidget is Donna with Colonel. Now these two have an amazing relationship. Relationships are really important for us. We do spend more time with our animals than our family and friends. We're definitely not complaining, but having relationships with animals allows us to provide them with ongoing care because they feel really safe from us, and also a lot of really fun training opportunities as well. And down the end, how can I forget, we have beautiful Emily and gorgeous Leah. We like to call her Princess Leah. She's probably the most cutest little pelican ever. Only 4 kilos compared to Colonel's impressive 9 kilos. Now I did mention the training principles are the same for each animal. Now you might hear the whistle being blown. You'll probably hear that throughout the park today. That's what we get asked all the time. What's the whistle? It's one way of communicating to our animals, and it simply means yes or good or you're doing an amazing job. So you probably use a bridge at home. It might not be a whistle, but that verbal yes or good is the same thing. The same with using a clicker as well. You'll see that we use our hands to communicate with our animals. We call them cues in technical terms. So little bit like sign language. So Donna was pointing her hand over there. She's using her whole body to turn around, and Tiana just before was using her hand to communicate a spit. So each hand cue or verbal cue in some cases does have a corresponding behaviour, and you can probably do this with your dog at home by saying sit or stay. And that whistle again I can hear being blown, and that's just saying, wow, our pelicans are doing a really great job. See, Colonel is very impressive. I love watching him jump. Very graceful. And you might see that he does have a really long beak, and he has actually a throat pouch. Oh, they did a great job. So that throat pouch can hold 13 litres of water. So it's pretty impressive. It's the equivalent of having a net. And actually, speaking of net, that is one of the debris that our animals can come into contact with. So if we do go fishing, it is important that we simply put our fishing line away and our nets away as well. We do see a lot of pelicans come into our care, and turtles as well, entangled in active and discarded fishing lines. So it's something so simple we can do just to ensure our animals don't become entangled. If you want to check out our other pelicans that are more towards the exit, have a close look at them. You may see that they are recovering for some injuries. So we can give them a second home, the ones that can no longer fly because of those consequences of the fishing line being left around. So it's something I'm so proud to say is that our SeaWorld Foundation, our not-for-profit organisation, is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. And last year we had around 450 rescues. So we always like to say thank you to everyone coming to the park and supporting what we find is our vision to look after all our native wildlife here in Australia. Now, so far, speaking of native wildlife, you have met 2 Australian species of seal. You met Max, our Australian sea lion, Australia's only endemic species of sea lion. So that means you cannot find them anywhere else. Then you met Rambo, our long-nosed fur seal, if you found them in Australia. If you found the same species in New Zealand, they're called a New Zealand fur seal. But we thought we'd finish with our most impressive seal. This right here, his name is Julian, and he's a California sea lion, so an international guest. He does deserve a round of applause. He's an amazing animal. Now, Julian, I was just preaching to everyone that we definitely shouldn't leave our fishing line away, so I'll make sure I remove that for you, Jules. Well, no microphone needed. I'll make sure I put that in the correct bin. Look behind you, our favourite person, Emily.
Hi everyone, so I've come out to help Jules show you some of the most important behaviours we train, but first he's going to say hello to everyone. Good job. So these behaviours are what we call husbandry behaviours. So that means I can look all over Julius's body in the comfort of his own home. So we'll have a quick look inside his mouth, looking for any fishy spines or scales that might be stuck in there. If you are in the front row, you might be lucky enough to see those big canine teeth. He uses those to catch his fish and eat it head first and whole. Now, I can have a good look at his flippers front and back. Again, if you're in those front rows, you might be able to see he's got tread on that underside. We wear shoes. He has tread to keep his feet nice and strong. I can ask him to come over to the decking and then lay his big body straight down. Have a bit of a sunbathe in this beautiful weather. Now, this is actually an important behaviour. I can have a good look all over his body, including his rear flippers and the little tail right at the end. Now, Liv, Jules is weighing around 280 kilos at the moment. He's a pretty big boy. Do you think you could roll him over?
Don't need to put me on the spot like that. No, I couldn't roll him over. Could you?
No, I don't think so. But luckily for both of us, we actually have a hand gesture that asks Julius if he'd like to roll on over. And today, as you can see, the answer is yes. Now, in this behaviour, we can actually do voluntary blood samples from a vein underneath his little front flipper. We could do an ultrasound of his abdomen. If he was a female, we could monitor the growth of a pup, which is always really exciting. And we could do a range of different X-ray setups to monitor the bones within his body. Good job, Julius. So as you guys can see, these behaviours are really, really important for every single animal that lives here at SeaWorld. So we can look at them every single day and make sure they're nice and healthy. Is that right, Julius? Oh, I thought so. He's got something he wants to say. 1 second. Okay, well I'll have to ask him. Oh. Yeah, 1 second. Me? He wants to meet somebody.
Who wants to meet someone? Am I going to find us someone? Hands on up. Who would like to meet this boy? You'll be super excited and confident to come down here what's your name? Alayla. Wow, that's a beautiful name. Now, speaking of beautiful, have you ever met such a big, beautiful seal like this before? No, I didn't think so. Now, Alayla, all you need to do is stand next to Emily, and she's going to teach you how we communicate.
All right. Was it Layla? Alayla. Awesome. Can you pop up your right hand and give Julius a nice big wave hello? And if you pop your hand by your side, you'll notice Julius actually stops the behaviour. Now, can you poke your tongue out at him? He's a bit cheeky. Would you like to feed him a fish? I'm just going to lob it straight from here. Yep. And he'll do all the work catching. Would you like to feed him another one? There you go. Throw that straight to him. Beautiful. Now, he's got a beautiful bunch of teeth in his mouth. Would you like to see them? We're going to create a semicircle with our left hand, and then we're going to point it at him. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Cheese. Very nice. All right, now that you've got some fishy fingers, come on over. Take a seat right here, and then you'll be able to pop one hand just where his shoulder is, and you can pop the other one on the front if you like. Give him a few little pats. He feels a bit like a wet dog. You can smile up at this camera. He's a handsome boy, so he comes with some paparazzi. Very nice. How does he feel? Amazing. Awesome. If you look closely at his ears, you'll notice that they're actually curled over. That prevents water from getting stuck in his ear. Amazing. Come back on over to me. We're going to say goodbye to him with his big loud voice. You ready? He's going to blow you away, literally. We're going to pop up one finger. We're going to wiggle it. Ready? Awesome. Would you like to feed him one more fish before you go? All right, a nice big Tommy for you there. Lob that straight to him. Very good. And give Alayla a big round of applause. Thanks, sweetie. Take a seat.
Wow, I was just thinking, how can we finish with something better than that? Alayla did an amazing job.
I know,
But
she
something
certainly
just
did.
came to my mind.
What was that?
Wasn't that? That was pretty impressive as well. What I had in mind was something that Julia's been teaching you.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
awkward thing.
Yeah, it's not awkward, it's amazing. Are you keen to do it?
Sure.
Sure? Now, what I'm talking about is actually a little dance between these two. Now, let me know, would you be interested in watching these two dance? Yeah! There's a lot of people here today. I reckon we could be a bit louder than that. Are we going to get behind them? Yeah! That's more like it. Now, dancing, as you can imagine, is not one behaviour or one step. It's many small behaviours all linked together. Very similar to this rubbish routine. So the rubbish routine took about 10 months for our animals to learn, 10 seconds for you to watch. The same with our dance. This way we can see their amazing dance routines and relationship. You look ready? All right, let's get a clap going. And Maestro, you can hit it. Put your rubbish in the correct bin. And we've made that first choice very easy for you today with the bin provided once you leave the stadium. On behalf of myself, the entire team, we hope you have an amazing day here today at SeaWorld, and we'll see you later.
gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed the presentation. Please remain seated whilst we allow guests in priority seating to exit the venue first. And for safety reasons,